All right, guys, today we're going to be checking out one of the smallest TLBs in the world. That's what I was told. There it is. We're going to be seeing, is this actually something that's a practical machine, or who's this meant for? So we're going to be putting it to the test. All right, guys, I've never actually ran one of these before in my life, but Dan owns it. Dan, will you show me what all the bells, knobs, and pulley things do on this?
I can remember.
Okay.
Okay, so right here is your PTOs.
You got dual PTOs, and then you got mid PTO. So you've got 3 settings. This is for a mower deck right here. This is for your back PTO and the mower deck right there, or whatever other attachment will go in the middle, and then just the back PTO. Okay, and you have it set up for both PTOs, but you don't have it engaged.
Yeah, I don't have a PTO back there, so I don't need the PTO.
So here's
this is the engagement of it. So that engages the PTO.
Okay.
Okay, this is your diff lock right here.
That's your diff lock.
Yeah, just for the back though. You just hold it. I don't think it has a front diff lock.
Oh, so it's a temporary diff lock.
So if you get stuck, you just hold that down and it'll kick in the diff lock.
Okay, so they don't want you holding that and driving around with it because you'll tear the machine apart.
Right.
Okay.
Here's your mower deck height if you have a mower deck on it.
Okay.
Next to that, this adjusts the 3-point hitch. It adjusts how much how fast it goes up and down.
Okay.
Tension.
Okay. Your throttle right here.
That's your throttle. Quick disconnect, so that disconnects all 4 at once.
Wait, all 4 what?
Hydraulics. So when you're taking the loader off.
Oh my God, you can flip this one lever up and all 4 get released?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Nice.
This is your main controls for the front boom. Obviously it has, curl back, forward, down, float, forward,
okay.
float. Speeds.
Travel speed.
Travel speed.
Travel speed, okay.
4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive. Spin the seat. You basically just pull up on here, and then it just spins around. There we go. And then it locks down on that side. So then you have the backhoe. Backhoe, you have your out. This is a locks them. Outriggers, and then your controls for your backhoe.
But that's not standard equipment.
No.
Okay, what engine does this have?
It's got a, so we pull this forward.
Guys, I'm not here to sell this. Kubota doesn't pay me. Kubota's never talked to me. The only time I've actually talked to a Kubota rep, his name is Johnny. He's a good friend of mine. He's a cool dude, but
Kubota diesel.
The other guys, I don't know.
This is your air intake. It's reversed, so the front of the engine's here. This is a homeowner tractor. That's why I got it. Just ease of use of everything. It's got the ag tires. It's got quick disconnects up front here, so it'll fit most equipment. But I mean, obviously, it only lifts like 600 pounds or something.
All right. Well, we're gonna test this out. First off, we're gonna see if it can do something as simple as move a pile of compacted material. This is compacted. So we're gonna see how the bucket does going into it. And we're literally just going to attempt to move this pile, how it does, how it handles it. Then we're going to put the bucket on and we're going to do some digging with it. And then we're going to do some grading as well. How well does this thing grade? That's the plan. Let's get on it. All right, guys, I do want to jump in here and let you know that today's video is sponsored by LMN. So big thanks goes to them. But we are going to be putting this thing through the test, and the first one is, how well will it actually scoop into a pile of compacted material? This material right here is class 5 that's been in this pile for, I don't know, years and years. So it's basically turned into an almost one solid mass of material at this point. So then I switch around and I use the claw, and this claw is an optional equipment. It does not come with the Kubota. But the reason I'm leaning over the back of the seat, if you're a TLB operator, how many of you guys have done this before? You just want to quick loosen something up, so you lean over the back. It's actually kind of a common thing. If I was gonna say that there's one thing that Kubota could improve on this machine, it would be that seat. It's just kind of wonky. When you go to spin it, it's just not fluid and smooth. I mean, it's like a saying that we used to use inside of our company, picking peppers out of fly crap. It's a minor point. The dealer told Dan, never move the hydraulics.
Never move the tractor, anything in idle, never.
Why? What'll happen?
I don't know, he just said it's bad.
Your dealer said that?
Yeah.
Here's where your setting is for loader backhoe. So is this actually the world's smallest TLB? I don't know if it is or not. I'm gonna guess there's probably some companies out there making even smaller ones than this. Dan doesn't think it's gonna move it. Surprising, I wouldn't really call it power, but I would guess the gearing to the engine is very well balanced. The power you do have in this machine is substantial. Put the bucket on, let's see what it takes to switch between attachments, and let's do some digging. That thumb was not part of this package that Dan bought from Kubota. He had to buy that separate.
Should slide out. Do you think that's a close one?
Yeah.
Throw it on there. Makes a lot of sense. That easy.
That seat, not a big fan of that thing. And then once you get the seat in place, you have to crawl over all of your controls to get to it. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying if you're a bigger guy and this is something you're gonna wanna do, you're gonna be you're probably just gonna get a little frustrated till you get used to it. I don't know. This machine though is very smooth. It literally functions just like a TLB. There's no shortcomings to it. And I was looking for them. It's a very well built piece of equipment. Let's show these guys how we lock everything out. This keeps it from going up and down, and then simple as that. Nice easy pin lock. All right, so we see all these ruts right here. What I'm gonna try to do is use the Kubota to level some of this out, and we'll see how she does. So now you guys take a look at those tires on this machine. I know some of you guys will be maybe wondering how well would this work like on turf or on grass. Well, I don't have turf or grass to test it on, but I can tell you just the tread pattern on those tires is fairly aggressive, and I could see where that may have some potential damage, but there was no turf or grass for me to test it on. So if you guys have driven one of these on turf or grass, would you put in the comments down below how well it does? Because I'm guessing there's people that want to know. This actually grades better than I would have ever guessed. I've tried to grade in TLBs before, and typically the smaller they are, it doesn't make it any better. But look at what it could do. It's got a very good intuitive control pattern. You pick it up if you've ran a TLB. This is just a smaller version. It doesn't take any other skills. There's really a very minimal learning curve to it. So if you're familiar with TLBs, you're going to be comfortable on that machine. Let me just kind of, you guys can't maybe see it very well through a video, but it is a very well built machine. When you're on it, you honestly feel like there's nothing compromised about the machine. Nothing seems to be missing. It's got full features on it. Everything seems to be well built, sturdy. Of course, it's a smaller version, and so you got to take that into consideration as you're doing your walk around, or as you're taking a look at it. But it's definitely a very well built piece of equipment. Now, is this perfect for a small landscape company? This would not be what I would buy if you were a landscaper. If you have a large ranch, a farm, or you already have a skid loader or another main piece of equipment, this is a great accessory piece of equipment, but this will not replace a skid loader and a mini excavator. It just won't do it, simply because it doesn't do it as efficiently as a skid loader can grade and load. The backhoe doesn't work as well as a mini excavator, so there's some things that it just doesn't do as well. I still got a lot of work to do here. My sun is going down. The sun over there is going down on me. So I'm gonna let you guys go, and I will catch up with you guys later. So now there are some people that are absolutely in love with TLBs. They find that they're kind of the best all-purpose piece of equipment. But in my mind, if you're starting a business or you're gonna be doing something, on a day-to-day operation, this is not the one and you're done kind of piece of equipment, because it's just not efficient enough to make your jobs run so smoothly that you don't need to do anything else, that you don't need a secondary piece of equipment. Look how bouncy that thing is. I mean, it's rough. I mean, it's a small unit, and so as you're going over the terrain and you're trying to grade and you're trying to do things, it's gonna beat the heck out of you. This is a great general purpose piece of equipment, and if that's what you're looking for, then this one will fit your needs. But if you've got to cross turf or go over grass, I would imagine that those tires and this configuration would tear up your grass pretty fast. Again, I haven't had a chance to run it there, so I'm going to count on you guys to give me some information down below. But for all practical purposes, this is a regular TLB, just in a micro version. Probably the best built small TLB that I've ever had a chance to run, period. And that's my take on this piece of equipment. Dan, this is Dan's baby, so he's actually going to be doing videos on this unit over at his second channel called Midlife Toys. So if you guys want to know long term how does this thing perform, I won't have it long term. He will. So you'd have to go over and check him out over there to find out how this thing is holding up in 6 months, 12 months, a year, 2 years. 12 months is a year, isn't it? You guys get the idea. Oh, one thing I wanted to share with you guys before I let you go is you guys maybe see the LMN banner. I haven't got my regular LMN banner yet, but I heard it's coming. And so what LMN is, it's actually a software company that helps contractors dial their business in. So it's more than just like a tool that you can use. It's actually learning, education. It's the tool that actually gets contractors to work on their business and not for their business. And I know and some of you guys have probably heard people say, oh, you've got to work on your business, not in your business, and blah, blah, blah. I mean, I think that's all BS, to be totally honest with you. But what I think about LMN software, I think if a contractor starts to use LMN software and gets familiar with it, it forces them to get very intimate in the details of their own business. And when you know your business inside and out, when you know how much 15 minutes of lost time takes you, when you know where your budgeting is down to the penny in real time, that's when a contractor can really start to manipulate the results of their projects. And when you do that, then you are actually influencing, impacting, having a positive force on your profits, your own profits. That's why I like LMN software. That's why I'm proud to say they sponsor me, because you guys know I do podcasts. You guys know that I've got educational training materials out there. You guys know that you know, helping our whole community. I consider this our entire community. A rising tide raises all ships. And when we help each other become better versions of ourselves, I mean, that's all I want to do. And I look for companies that will do that. This one does that. I promise you it does that. I vetted them. I've studied them. I looked closely at them for over 4 months. So if you guys are in the market for a software system for your business, check this out, because it's more than just a software system. That's my promo for LMN, but I put this in here not because I have to, but because I want to. They do support me, and I believe they'll support a lot of guys out there. That's my that's that. But this is my video for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. God bless you guys. Go get them and make it an awesome day. We got some really cool stuff coming down the pipeline. I don't know where you're watching things in order, but we've got a 2-day drain tile job where the neighbor comes out and starts to yell at me. That one hopefully is coming up if you haven't already seen it, but that video is going to lead us into another video where we take a look at some extremely cheap Chinese knockoff chainsaws. I haven't even started filming this video yet. I'm literally going to go on Amazon and order my first one, but these cheap Chinese knockoff chainsaws, 100% of the parts are interchangeable with both Husqvarna and steel. So they literally tell you on Amazon what part fits what chainsaw. I don't even want to give any more away, because when I learned about this, it was kind of like mind-blowing. And I want to do more research on it before I talk too much about it. So hopefully that one is coming up. I still got to order the chainsaws. So, but we'll see. God bless. Go get them, you guys. We'll catch you on another one.